In this video, we're going to do an overview of your dashboard and how you can find the information that you need, how to manage your applications, as well as the communication tools that the system offers. So first, let's take a look at this row of icons. You have a link to all of the applications that you might have submitted to an employer for specific positions. This is how you can contact support if you're having any IT issues. Your messages can appear here. You have your profile, which is the first thing that you do the first time that you log in, where it has information about your background, your history, your education and experience. And then you have a list of favorite jobs that you can keep. Below this, you can see open positions. You can search for the positions. There's an advanced search that has more criteria. You can see the companies, the titles, the minimum level of education. And then below that, we also have a section on recommended positions. And that's going to tell you positions that might be a good match based on your profile and the specifics of the job application, of the job posting. So let's dig in here to your applications. So here's where you're going to be able to manage your individual applications to positions and the status. So over here on the right, you'll see the statuses. And we do have some documentation that describes each of these for you. But essentially, you will be able to update the status yourself. So for example, if it's under review, but maybe you need to cancel the application because you decided to take another position, you can do that. If the employer has decided to offer you a position, if you've accepted the position, if you weren't selected for some reason, etc. So here's where you would be able to do that. You can always open your individual application to review that. And you can also review the specific position as well. If you want to refresh your memory, perhaps you're getting ready for the interview. Okay, next we have IT support. Simply click that. It'll take you to the email that you need in order to request some assistance. We have a section for messages, which is where you're going to have communications back and forth between you and the employer or updates from the employer on your application. We'll do a little bit more detail on that in just a second. Again, your profile and your favorites. So this is where you can save individual positions. Perhaps you took a look at it, but you wanted to go back to it later. Those favorites will appear here. And just to show you quickly what that looks like, if you open a position, they all will have the option to save as a favorite. Here, mark his favorite, and it will appear in that favorites. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the communication tools. So up here under notifications, you will have two different types, notifications and instant messages. Notifications are going to be primarily system-related updates. So you can see here that there was an upgrade planned in October. Instant messages are going to be where you receive updates about your applications. You may receive a question from an employer, and these will be sent to you by email and asking you to log in and check the message itself. So let's check one. So this is a good example where someone is asking you to apply for a position. So the employer saw your profile. This one is an employer for an application that you submitted for a position, and they're requesting that you provide additional information about your application. So it's asking you to open the application and check the comments and clarifications tab and provide a response by adding a new message. It's another one just like that. So if you received an offer or if the employer updated the status, those would also appear here. So let's go look at one of your applications so you can see where would you go and see the employer's question and provide your response. Okay, so every application of yours is going to have this comments and clarifications tab. And if the employer had sent you a message, it would appear here. And then you can provide your response. And so then the employer is going to have a similar message, and they will receive the notification where they can go and check your response. And then as you see, you'll be able to see the full string of the back and forth in that application. Let's open that again for you. So all the back and forth between you and the employer are going to appear here. And that is basically the overview. You can check out our other videos on specific parts of the process that will go into more detail about looking for positions and applying for positions.